Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Last time I think I was in Colombia. Now I'm in Quito, Ecuador. Um, Ironically, I just finished hiking the fucking mountain, the volcano. I forgot the name of this thing. Um, but yeah, you look it up. It's in Quito. Not hard to get to, but it is one hell of a hike. I did not realize that when I woke up this morning. I was like, oh yeah, why the hell not? But anyway, now I'm on my way to get some food. But I figured I'd do a walk and talk video, say what's up to you guys. And hopefully you are staying humble, stacking sats, because man, the shit does not seem like it's getting any better. Especially if you pay attention to any of the content that I put out, or more importantly, the people that I get the content from. Jack Mahlers, Jeff Booth, Larry Lepard. Now we got Pompliano in there, Raoul. I don't want to sound like it's all doom and gloom, but as Larry says, the big print is coming. And we had a big print, now we have another one. So, and then looking at stuff from Jack with how difficult it is for the younger generation to get homes. It's like, damn, man, this is crazy. And that's is exactly why you see me doing this walk and talk here, because the cost of living in countries that are not exporting their currency as a global world reserve is a lot cheaper. So, and that's the realization that I had, that I never really thought about, or it never made any sense about the middle class being hollowed out, like Jack says, in the United States, because we pushed all that outside our borders. And that's the whole campaign, like it or love it, like it or leave it. Trump is running on, is trying to bring that back, but there's really no chance in bringing that back. Those menial jobs have been outsourced for decades, and these other countries are just doing it better. And they have the workforce that will do it not only better, but for cheaper. So you got to think, if you've been, for example, when I was in Cambodia, they can throw labor at a problem at like almost infinite scale. And they've been doing textile manufacturing and all that stuff for decades. So the machining and everything, and even the actual skill of the labor worker is there. It's 30, 40 years entrenched. And then you can look at the same thing with tech chips and stuff in China. They have those skills, those machining, the people. So there's no way to bring that back to the US, even if you wanted to. And even if you did, and you were somehow able to, at what cost, right? So the whole lesson learned is, yeah, stay humble, stack sats, because everything is just going to get more and more expensive in fiat terms. And at some stage, all fiats end in zero. And this is another eye opener. Ecuador uses the US dollar. It's fascinating. So to some degree, the dollar has already been digitized, and it's entrenched in so many other countries. I told you that in Cambodia as well. So I'm on two completely different continents, separate sides of the world, and they're both using a dollar. Now, Cambodia had the real for smaller transactions, but it had the dollar for the larger ones. But the point I'm getting at is that the dollar has been spread out so far that it's just gonna take longer for it to break. But make no mistake about it, you can see it, especially if you're a US citizen watching this video, you can feel it. So the only way out of this Ponzi trap is to start stacking in Bitcoin, transacting in Bitcoin, and understanding that prices will fall forever in Bitcoin. And there will be some kind of singularity at some stage where, Bitcoin is utilized as a money in different countries. Like right now, El Salvador is pretty much the only one doing that, but I think it's coming to other countries as well. It just seems inevitable the more you kind of step back and look at the bigger picture. So Let me see. Let me flip this around, see if you can see the mountains. I had no idea why I'll do this way. I had no idea that South America was so mountainous. So I'm in a completely different country, and Quito is also surrounded by, well, I don't know if they're surrounded, maybe they're just in a valley. Can't see mountains on that side. Well, what I am impressed with this here in Quito, and maybe that's because of dollar influence, prices are still cheap, so that's cool. But it's definitely had more American, I can't say American, right? Because North and South America is the same. More United States feel or influence to some degree, but yet it's still also maintained its like historic culture. So I believe like the Incan presence, Mayan, Incan, Aztec, I'm not sure which one of those is from here, but you can see it in their culture, in some of the clothing still, and even in some of the decor and locations and buildings, which I think is really, really cool to see both of those mixed in together. And they are extremely modern. They have subways, so I actually took the subway. They have sky cars. That's how I got up to the mountain. They have the trolleys, basically, as well. They're running on the Uber system. There's a KFC right there and a Texas chicken. And then also compared to Medellin, they have more English-speaking people. It's still not the dominant language, don't get me wrong, but I've been in restaurants where they even have an English menu and a Spanish menu, whereas in Medellin, it was just like tough shit figured out, which is cool because I actually want to learn more Spanish. But I just found that fascinating that Quito is like that. I'll be heading to Cuenca as well. My goal, TLDR, is that I want to find the expat hotspot that has not been listed as a hotspot, so to speak. I want to find like the Medellin or Panama or Costa Rica that's 20 years behind, that doesn't have as many expats. The dollar still goes far. People are still traditional, things of that nature. So that's why I'm doing my traveling to see. But if you're stuck in the US with the Fiat Ponzi system, the best I can tell you to do is, stay humble, stack sats, cut your expenses to the quick as much as possible, save as much money as possible, and put all that savings into Bitcoin. Because, and even gold, I know some people are big gold bugs, and you can see gold is reaching all-time highs. Central banks right now have been stacking more gold. I think over the last couple of years, there was 10%, now they're 20%. So if they're stacking gold, that lets you know there is a kink or crack in the foundation. So I think that is also a good store of value. It's just harder to, travel with, ironically. And obviously you got to protect it and safeguard it and make sure you're actually getting real physical gold, not paper notes. So keep all that in mind. But those are the only two ways out of this trap. So hopefully you have been orange pilled. If not, continue digesting as much as possible, because that's the only life raft out of this sinking ship. All right, smash that HBO special, help a brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.